right, good afternoon, everybody. Nyia Harris here for Power 104.7, your home for hip hop and R&B. Of course, it's me, Nyia Harris, for Open Book with Nyia Harris. And my guest today, a very special guest in studio with me. He kind of needs no introduction. Let me just say that first and foremost. But I'm going to read an introduction in just a moment. Let me read our Power 104.7 reader here. Through the Center of Broadcast Journalism, Power 104.7 is training the next generation of journalists and changing who gets to tell the stories. We deliver hands-on, intensive training with award-winning professionals, then put our students straight to work in a real newsroom right here at Power 104.7. This mission matters now more than ever, and we need your support. Help us diversify newsrooms across the state with a tax-deductible donation to the Center of Broadcast Journalism. No gift is too small, and every dollar makes an impact. Donate now for the Center for Broadcast Journalism.org. Okay, so I have to read the bio for you on the KMOJ website here. Walter QBear Banks is a DJ and assistant program manager at KMOJ. Banks has been broadcasting the Minneapolis sound through the airwaves for more than 40 years. In 2020, Mayor Jacob Fry proclaimed Monday, February 17th, as Walter QBear Banks Jr. Day, in hopes that his annual celebration can enhance efforts to help develop more positive initiatives in Twin City communities. You can hear Banks on KMOJ afternoons, Monday through Friday, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. That actually should have an edit, right? An asterisk that says 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., correct?
Yes, it's from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Well, you're just wearing all the hats over there, I think,
well,
right?
Everybody got to wear one.
Yeah.
Sometimes some people's hats are a little bigger than others.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
And also on Saturday mornings as well, it's called The Four Opinions. Mm-hmm. And Tiffany Love is one of the programmers that programmed it, put the show together and that kind of thing. But I engineered as well as on air at the same time.
Okay.
And that's on a Saturday morning. And that consists of talking about anything from whatever subject matter comes up to whatever you want to put on the table. As long as you keep it adult-like and grown-like, then we could talk about it. But you want to get into explicit lyrics and those negativity kind of things, that's something else for somebody else.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The 4 points. And what time does that air?
Yep. It's 4 Opinions.
Oh, 4 Opinions. Yeah. And what time does that air?
And it's every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. from 8 to 9 a.m.
Okay.
On KMOJ.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. I'm usually in the gym, so I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
It's definitely my pleasure. Definitely my pleasure.
You and I have worked together a couple times for Mrs. O's events. Shout out to Mrs. O and RCK Catering.
Yeah.
And you're such a delight. And then, of course, I see you in the Twin Cities at different events because you are an institution. I think of the North Side. I think of a couple different things. I don't have to get into those things. One is an old boyfriend. But anyway, I'm married now, so I don't need to think about him. Okay. And but one of the things I think of course, is you. I feel like you are definitely a part, the heart of North Side. So
yeah. Well, speaking on the North Side itself, what I always explain to people about that, because there's a lot of richness about North Side and North Side Minneapolis, and a lot of times they want you to believe that it's some place that you don't want to live.
Yeah.
No, it is a place to live, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on that are good and bad.
Right.
So but that goes to all sides of it. Yep. But the thing is when you say NFL for North Side for Life, that's what it stands for a lot of people that grew up on the North Side of Minneapolis. It does not stand for National Football League. It stands for North Side for Life.
North Side for Life.
And there's a lot of people that grew up here in the Twin Cities, that still live here in the Twin Cities, that still nurture that North Side no matter what state you go to. Once you return back and you come back and hang out, or you get that phone call from somebody you haven't talked to in quite some time, it's almost like you never left.
Yeah. There's definitely a charm about it. And I really, we can get into this a little bit too, but the media does paint it a certain way, right? But it's like you have to go there and experience it. And I think one of the things that Northside does have is community, and you don't see that in every place.
And that's one of the things even with KMOJ Radio, it's about that community aspect, to where it's like that's what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah.
It's about nurturing the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's about helping all of us to grow.
Yep.
And then at the same time, I look at like back in the day, because I've been at the station 40 plus years.
Yeah.
And out of the midst of that, we used to do outdoor concerts, just like, at least once every other month or every third month, where it would be a concert, where it would be outside and it would be outdoor festival, and if we weren't doing it, Spike Moss was doing it. There's a lot of other community people with the way that were doing a lot of different things. And there was that unity that existed from back then. And so that's really what Northside really was about.
Yeah.
And we all understand the lineup of, because your skin is lighter, your skin's darker, your skin's white, your skin's black, you're this and you're that. No, we put each other in so many different boxes to where it creates a problem for ourselves.
Yeah.
To where we start disliking each other for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And sometimes we never even find out what those reasonings are. So it's better to stay on the right side of the track and think of the goodness of what life is really supposed to be about.
Yeah.
Then you can enjoy life a lot more better than a lot of the negativity that shows up on a consistent basis.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love that. Look at you dropping gems already. We're 6 minutes in. I wanted to ask you, and you know what? I purposely deviated a little bit from like my normal format, which is like pop culture world events, but there's just so much negativity right now, and I just want to stay happy, fun, and light, and so you are a person who is always on the go. It feels like you're always somewhere, you're doing things. How was your weekend? What did you do this weekend?
This weekend that passed, there's a couple of things. There's Kevin Johnson, who does a Steppers thing. And he also does a community event over in St. Paul, over at the park over there by where the Sears building used to be.
Okay.
But it also is where they used to do the driver's license.
Okay.
But there's a park that's over there where it's an outdoor festival. But then there's a big community of Steppers events. And so there was a Capricorn / chocolate and vanilla event. To where you wear chocolate and vanilla, which is a cream and brown, was a color code.
Okay.
And had the opportunity to DJ with DJ Bogart.
Okay.
And had a great time because he's one of those DJs from out of Chicago.
Okay.
It was more of a Steppers event, but it was a party event. But then even beyond that, Ray Covington. Had the opportunity to get the chance to listen to him do a lot of singing as well, live performance. And he broke down that Luther Vandross like none other. So that was the real key spark for last weekend.
Okay, that was the highlight, huh?
Yeah.
I also know, just from us working together, you're a little bit of a singer too, right?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, let me hear a little something.
If this world were mine. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, I'm done.
I've heard you like when we've been working together. I'm like.
But that's one of the things with doing music and DJing and being around, songs and that kind of thing. There's always that musical side that touches you that says, I can hit this note, or I could try this, or this is a nice song.
Yeah.
And I'm also one of them that make up my own words to songs, so you'll never hear me do a complete song.
Yeah.
So if I'm reading from karaoke, or karaoke, however they want to say it,
sure,
then I'm actually reading the songs because I don't know the songs lyrically by sound.
Sure. Yeah. I think that's okay. I think everybody does that to a certain degree.
I don't know. Some of them are good and some of them are bad.
Well, that's the thing about karaoke. Everybody can do it, right?
There you go.
There you go. What do you call that when? I'm sure you've experienced this when like you're listening to like a live performance and someone will hit a note, male or female, hit a note, and you get that like that up
chill.
that chill up your spine, like woo.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
That's called an amazing note.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a word or something for that, but like for like the little hairs and like you just get that like feeling like, oh my God.
There's certain artists that can sing songs that'll give you chills.
Yeah.
You know, or that mellow tone of a song that causes you to calm.
Yeah. Whitney Houston is one of those that gives me that voice. Yeah.
But now you got to go to I don't know if you old enough to know Minnie Riperton.
Okay, so that's a loving. I'm not gonna sing it, but the loving you. That's
there you go.
Yeah.
But songs like loving you.
Yeah.
Man, just think of the lyrical content of the song itself. It's easy because you're beautiful.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, to hit those notes that she sings. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Can
you hit those notes?
Oh, every once in a while.
Can you?
I really can. Not today, but I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mental note. Next time I see you, I'm gonna be like,
I got you
Minnie
covered.
Riperton.
And we'll record it and send it back as an edit.
And I have a good memory too. I do have a good memory.
I got you covered.
You gonna stick with me?
Oh, I'm with you. Wherever you want to go, I'm traveling with you. We side by side.
Fantastic. We're gonna take a quick music break. We'll be back in just a bit. You're listening to Power 104.7, your home for hip hop and R&B. All right, we are back with my guest in studio, QBear. Thanks again for being here. Okay, we're just chatting it up, talking about everything. I like rapid fire here. I'm like, are you married? Do you have kids? When did you go to high? Are you a Minnesota native? When did you graduate?
So she asked me every last one, and I got to answer for every last one of them.
Yes, well, the people want to know. Okay, well, let's just start at the top then. Minnesota native.
Yep, I was born in Minneapolis, June 28th. I am 66 years of age.
66 years, yes.
And I still got a little gray on one side, a little bit on the other side. But, that's just part of that style of it. But then at the same time, have I ever been married? No. Would I love to be married? Yes.
Okay.
But then, at the age of 66, whatever works out is what I'm going to work with.
Okay. Never say never.
Yeah. But at the same time, do I have any kids? No. But have I raised any kids? Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's like I look at the aspect of KMJ Radio and the years of doing and the years of being a part of it and that community aspect of it. It's like you go through relationships. And in the midst of that, then you run into a lot of different people that be a part of your life.
Sure.
And so I have a lot of people that are not blood related that I consider family.
Sure.
And vice versa. And so that we have a whole big community of people to where that's really where that North Side and that NFL really comes from.
Yeah.
And when I say like NFL, North Side for life, not National Football League.
Yes.
If I said to you, let's go to Theodore Worth Golf Course, you would know to go to Theodore Worth. If I say let's go to Glenwood, you wouldn't know where to go. But Glenwood, for those that grew up on the North Side, is still Theodore Worth. But there's a park that had a little pavilion in the water where we used to play at, where we were little kids, and that's where we went and played in the water.
Okay.
And it's still a part of Minneapolis. It's just on that borderline of Golden Valley.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And that's a beautiful space, too. Shout out to John Baker. His golf event was there.
Yeah, and Mr. Baker himself, Mr. I can dunk on anybody person.
Yes. Well, we talked about that. We talked about his basketball legacy there at North High School. He's a little shy talking about it, I think, too. So.
But that's really how a lot of us were.
Yeah.
We did a lot of different things, and a lot of times you don't know what one does until one tells you, or you actually see the works. And that's really what it's really about.
Yeah.
Because we all got things to do.
Yeah.
And everybody got a purpose. And then sometimes we go through life trying to figure out what that purpose is. Sometimes we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And sometimes we won't.
Well, speaking of purpose, I guess I got to ask you, right? That was a perfect tee up, by the way.
Go ahead. Because I love golf, so we could tee it up.
Okay. I say that word a lot, too. Purpose, your purpose. What do you think your purpose is? Wait. Don't answer that. Do not answer that, my friend. Why isn't he answering that? Because if you listen to the show, you already know. I always leave with a cliffhanger. At this point, we are going to go ahead and switch and pivot over to podcast mode. But I want to thank you so much for tuning in for the live portion. Thank you, QBear, for being here. We're going to answer that question on the other side. And I also want to tell you who is my guest is next week. So make sure you tune in for Tito Wilson of Wilson's Image and many other things also on the North Side, right? Fellow friend, right? So thank you so much for tuning in live. We're going to go ahead and switch and pivot over to podcast mode. You can, if you've enjoyed this episode, you can check it out in just a few days on my YouTube channel, Open Book with Nyia Harris, and you can view the episode in its entirety. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everybody. All right, we are back. We left with a cliffhanger there. QBear?
Yeah.
What was the cliffhanger?
Huh?
What was the cliffhanger?
What's the question?
You don't remember?
What's the question?
What was the question?
What's the question? The question is what is my purpose?
Yeah.
My purpose is to just be me. I can't be nobody but me.
Yeah.
And that's one of the key things about life within itself. It's like if you take time to get to know yourself and you study yourself and you get to know who you are, then you'll be able to take your expression of who you are and whose you are and then express it onto someone else.
Okay.
But you got to know who you are as a person, as a human being, and you got to be respectful. You got to have understanding. There's a whole bunch of different words that goes along with it that makes you who you are. And just think about it. can't nobody be you but you.
That's right.
So who else can you be but you?
You're the expert on being you.
So be you.
Yes.
So absolutely. That's the only thing I could be is me.
Yes. Well, there is only one and only QBear, and that brings me to my next question, which is, how did you get that name?
It comes with a long thing of playing basketball.
Okay.
Because it's like when you look at animals. Mm-hmm. And you think of bears.
Yes.
I used to be a real big burly kind of dude.
Okay.
But I used to play basketball better and bigger than most of them.
Okay.
To where if you wanted to come down low and you wanted to get fouled, I'm that person to foul you. If you wanted to get dunked on, I was that person to dunk on you.
Okay.
But at the same time, I was that person that would stand out there and take long threes. Mm-hmm. And when I played basketball, then in the school system, when you say koala, isn't like a koala bear?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think of the word Q with the Q.
Yeah.
No, it's with a K when you spell koala bear.
Yeah.
Right.
Koala.
Right. But
yeah.
But when I played basketball, I said koala.
Oh.
As I shot threes. As in koala bear.
Okay.
And so that's one of those stories.
Oh, that's great.
And the other part of the story is because of DJing records.
Okay.
It's because when you playing records and you're doing music, then there's a thing called queuing up a record.
Sure.
So as I DJ'd, I would be playing a song, but then I had to queue up the other song after that song, which makes me ready for the next song to be played.
Okay.
So that's where the cue came from queuing up records and DJing.
Okay.
So there's two aspects of it.
Yes, basketball and then the DJing, that's been a big part of your life, right? Yeah. Look at you just teeing me up for everything. I love it. You started at KMOJ when you were 17 years old. You were a senior.
Yeah, senior in high school, North High School, class of 77.
Okay. It was a good year, huh?
The class of 77 was a good year, and back in 59 was a great year.
That was a great year.
That was born day. Yeah, June 28th.
June 28th. Yeah. Mark your calendars. There's
a party coming up around the corner for June 28th. Don't believe that.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, don't question it. It's happening.
Oh, okay. Let me circle back to that in a second.
I need a host. You there?
Oh, do you? Okay. I know a girl. Okay, 17 years old. So the immediate question I think of is, you started this when you were 17 years old. Have you ever done anything else but being on KMOJ? Like
that's been pretty much my mainstay when it comes to jobs and opportunities, because it's like being at KMOJ, it gives you opportunity.
Yeah, talk about that.
So that opportunity gave me the opportunity to be in a lot of different clubs and bars and restaurants and those kind of things, to where if I was to say Riverview Supper Club, the address is 2319 West River Road. It's been tore down many years, but it's black-owned bar, restaurant, had the best view ever.
Okay.
But club-wise, on a national level, Riverview Supper Club was noted for that spot to go to, as well as Miss Arnella's with Arnella's over in St. Paul.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But then besides that, there was Club Cedar, there was Gatsby's. I mean, you name any club that existed back in the day, bringing it up to today. It was there. Chi-Chi's.
Sure.
There's so many different places and spaces, but it's about that opportunity. So from KMOJ Radio and being that one that knew music and being around music, including the Minneapolis sound, all of those different flavors of songs that we played from the station, other stations wouldn't play them back in the day because of the different reasons. When you talk about Prince and playing music and doing about music, and you look at his album On a Horse with no shirt on, they're trying to figure out, what is this guy doing? But then when you listen to his music, there's a thing called DMSR, which stood for Dance, Music, Sex, and Romance. So now back in the day, they never knew what to expect when it come to Prince and his music and his style.
Right.
But then you got The Time. Then it elevated to Alexander O'Neal. You got Sherelle. I mean, the list goes on to different artists, the family, the Paul Peterson, the Peterson family. There's a lot of different groups, a lot of different artists. All of those things elevated into it, to where when you look at a job and opportunity, it opened it up for me to be a MC, to judge different events, to be in different spaces, to where when you asked the question early on about being married and family, well, I helped to raise a lot of kids in the community. I did not have any, but at the same time, I have the respect factor for a lot of youth, to where, you know, even like with different programs and different things that exist, I'm that same one that will buy your child a fishing pole and take them fishing to show them that they can do other things other than just run up and down the streets.
Yeah.
But then when you take time with that child and you talk to them and you nurture them and you get them to get understanding, they operate differently.
Absolutely.
So you got to open that mindset in the process of it. So when it comes to work, my job is still never done.
Yeah.
Until I quit breathing.
Okay. Oh, I love that. I love that. Really have a heart for community. Seriously. Okay. So you've done probably all there is to do, right, at KMOJ, right?
I done did everything from being the janitor to being the manager.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
and currently, what are you doing there?
Right now, my title says community engagement manager.
Okay.
Which means that it's connected with the community side of it itself.
Sure.
But then at the same time, there's so many different things where when there's like food shelves and that kind of thing, you may see me out there DJing, you may see me doing music. Sure. I may be just on the microphone, or I'll be just out there serving out the food. You know, but that's what we are supposed to be a part of.
Yeah.
That's what community is a part of.
Yeah.
That's what KMOJ is a part of.
Embodying that.
And so with the midst of all those different things, everybody has a part to play.
Yes.
And that's why when you talk about your station here, 104.7, and talking about sponsorship and supporting,
yes,
you got to do it in order to keep it to maintain. Because there's a lot of different grants and a lot of different things that are out there, and you can apply for everything. That doesn't mean you're going to get everything. So you have to have some people to support you in what you do and in that you do in order to keep it going and get it done.
Yes, absolutely. And we hope that happens, continues to happen for this station, of course, for your station as well. I have to share with, I was going to say the listeners, but we're in podcast mode right now. I have to share, and I shared this with you before we got started here. Like, I was a little bit nervous, and I'm usually not the nervous one. Like, usually whoever my guest is, like, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm like, you're fine. But I was a little bit nervous to interview today because it's like, you come from radio, and I'm like, I think he's going to be quietly judging me. But I shared that with you, and you were just so gracious. And I mean, there's a lot for me to learn from you, and I just appreciate you so much. And all the times I bumped into you, I was like, I want to interview you. I want to interview you. So
and I appreciate the opportunity, and I also appreciate the asking. You know, because it's like a lot of times you want to be in certain spaces, and I want to be in your space because you represent a glow that walks and travels no matter where you go.
Thank you.
Every time we've been on stage, every time I've been DJing, every time we've been in the same space, it's always been a positive. And that's one of the things that keeps things on that positive force. You are a positive force in that you do. All the different events that we've done, and when I walk away from them, I say, that was a great event. But then I always think about who was all there and who did what that caused things that shows this greatness. And you are a part of that greatness. And I always told you before, can't nobody be you but you.
That's
so
right.
Just be you.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. You definitely put me at ease. We talked about it before we went on air, but I just wanted to share that with the folks who are watching this, that you really are just like a kind soul. And I adore you. So.
I'm just the average guy.
You're just an average guy.
I'm just the average guy.
Well, average guy, I got more questions for you. What do you, this is actually, I thought of two things actually. As a DJ, which I consider DJing an art, what do you think?
I fully agreed. And I think some of them have mastered it and some of them believe they masters at it that need to keep working at it.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because it's like one of the things about DJing is you got to understand that you have a responsibility. Your responsibility is to make sure that whomever comes to the event, they have a great time. So how do you do that? It's by the music that you play.
Right.
Musical songs and contents and lyrics, all those things makes a difference. And it depends on that crowd and that atmosphere of who you're around and what the purpose is. It could be a hip hop concert and you play a lot of hip hop, but if I played opera at a hip hop concert, that's not going to work.
Right.
So you got to understand your audience.
Right.
So that's where the art factor comes in at, and it's a mastery to it in order to get people to understand that if you love a certain particular song, I can ask you for 3 songs, and I can play 18 other songs that will fall into place of those 3 that you like. That I know that by the time the end of the night comes, you're going to have enjoyed yourself because I'd played a rim of songs that I know that's catering to what you want. A DJ's job is to cater to those that are in the crowd, and that's their
reading
responsibility.
The audience, reading the
crowd. You gotta read it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me at 9 p.m. to play a song and I got it.
Yeah.
And then at 12 p.m. going into the AM.
Yeah.
I haven't played that song until I see you put on your coat. Then I put on that song.
Right.
You're ready to go now. Mm-hmm. So then now what happened in between that time when you're saying all he wanted to hear or all she wanted to hear was more bounce to the ounce, or Brick House.
Yeah.
Great play that song.
Yeah.
And let people enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
And then they can go home and they can smile with the rest of their family and get up that next day feeling a lot better and say, I had a great time that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It creates such an atmosphere.
That's a definite.
Versus, like a Spotify playlist, right? Like that's always my go-to in my head is like you could have a Spotify playlist and press play or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But the DJing, like, the mixing of the songs and just how it all comes together, like incorporating the crowd, all of that, like it really is an art. And so just
and then the thing is when you look at, like, let's say the Spotify and you label your songs and you put them lined up.
Yeah.
But then as a DJ, I could take that same list that you have.
Yeah.
And I can move those songs around to apply to where it puts you in a feel good mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's one of those things where you can play a song and you play another song behind it that helps it to play and it keeps that flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy your crowd.
Yeah.
Enjoy where you at. Enjoy what you do.
Not everybody can do what you do. And so, yeah, just hats off to you. I'm curious, favorite song? Do you have one?
Man. I don't know what to say, my baby. Okay. Thought that every day was fine.
Okay.
Gotta get away, find myself.
Tell me about the song.
No, it's just one of those songs that you just have a feeling about.
Yeah.
Any song that has a Luther Vandross song is a feel song.
Yeah.
Anything that has Earth, Wind, and Fire is a feel-good song.
Yeah.
You just want one of those songs that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
For me, there's a lot of different artists that are out there, a lot of different songs that I could come up with that I could play or I could choose. But when you put a song that says "Send for Me," I'm talking about a message in a bottle.
Yeah.
Send for me. Mm-hmm.
It goes back to the lyrics about what you were saying with Minnie Riperton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the lyrical content of a song. Mm-hmm. And it's those little small words and those key words in between there that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I don't know if you ever heard of Rassan Patterson, but it's Sent from Heaven. Just listen to the lyrics of the song.
Sent from Heaven?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah, and then just tell me what you think next time you get a chance.
Okay.
But there's so many songs. There's October London. This dude is amazing, but it sounds a little bit about Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
When it comes to his lyrical content and how he has his flavor and his style.
So there's a song that I know of his, Mulholland Drive.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But listen to the rest of the album.
Okay.
There's so many amazing cuts on there that is just crazy.
Okay, I will do that.
And the thing is, it sets you in a mood makes you feel that I can take this ride.
Okay.
Even though I got a lot of bumps in this lifetime, I can take this ride because these bumps don't mean anything.
Yeah.
We just need to put a little more air in the tires.
Sure.
That means we got to make some adjustments in life in order to make some things a little bit better.
Yeah.
Smooth out that ride because we going to chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about Leon Thomas? You know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a few songs.
Yep.
Mutt and Breaking Point, Not Fair. Like there's something about his voice. Like, yeah.
But then I have to swing mine even when it comes to that. It's just there's just a young man by the name of Rocky Robbins who used to live here.
Okay.
And the Rocky Robbins, the whole family musically inclined, just crazy. And local artists here in the Twin Cities.
Yes.
We got so many local artists here in the Twin Cities that are so amazing.
Yes.
That are doing a lot of great things. Keep producing, keep letting that music get out there.
Yes.
Because, it's like, we look at the Minneapolis sound, we look at the music side of that aspect of it and where it stood and where it sits at.
Yes.
But then look at all the different groups that are out there. There's so many different gospel groups here in the Twin Cities. There's so many R&B groups here in the Twin Cities. There's so many blues groups here in the Twin Cities. But then also there's a lot of musicians that can flat out play.
Yes.
Pound for pound, I will match a lot of musicians here in the Twin Cities against anybody in the world.
Yeah, that's a big statement. That's a big statement.
I stand on that.
Okay.
And will stand in the middle of the street and say it.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of talent here. Support local artists for sure. Yes. absolutely. I'm curious. I have so many questions for you. It's insane. Most famous person you've ever met?
The most famous person I ever met. Now, a lot of people would say Prince, but we grew up together.
Okay.
Jimmy and Terry and all of us grew up together.
Okay.
But then I'd have to say my mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandfather, the rest of my immediate family, because those people on the North Side, NFL,
yes.
North Side for life for real,
yeah,
because those people are tangible people to me that I could touch and I can reach and that I can talk to.
Yes.
That celebrity star status stuff doesn't mean that to me.
Okay.
There's not that thing that because I met Janet Jackson or I met Michael Jackson or, I met Luther Vandross, or I met, Mariah Carey.
Wow.
There's so many different things and so many different stories about a lot of those different artists I could tell you about with contact between myself and some of them.
Sure.
But at the same time, my most famous person are the people that I'm around and the people that I'm around with. I can go from north side to south side to St. Paul and know people in all different spaces and all different levels and have love for them and receive the love recipient coming right back.
Yes.
That makes the biggest difference out of anything. So who's my famous? That would be it.
It goes right back to community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've actually witnessed this too. I was talking to you, I think that chiropractic clinic in Brooklyn Center. I can't remember the name.
Brookdale Health?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, 5740 Brooklyn Boulevard.
I was going to say, give him a nice shout out.
Yeah.
But I was talking to you there, and I must have been at least 4 people who came up, they wanted to shake your hand or hug you or say hi or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to let you go.
Yeah. And like I told you then, it's like that day.
Yeah.
That it happens like that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see people that come to me and approach me and want to have a conversation, even if it's just a quick conversation.
Right.
It's okay. Because that celebrity star status stuff does not mean anything.
That's a beautiful way to put it too.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of times we look at life within itself and we see people from a different perspective.
Right.
And then we see them for who we believe they are. But you never know what they go through. So then if you don't never take the time to have a conversation with them, you'll never know where they're at.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a beautiful way to put it. Yeah. Again, I like how all these tie-ins to community, right? You mentioned a little bit ago fishing.
Oh, yeah.
And golf.
Oh, yeah.
So is it pretty safe to assume these are your passions, your hobbies?
That is it.
Okay.
That is definitely it. For me, it's like my outlet in life because I don't drink.
Okay.
I don't smoke.
Okay.
But now have I had a drink before? Yeah.
Okay.
Have I smoked before? Yeah.
Okay.
But then to a degree of what? Because I used to think when I was growing up that smoking, and they talked about smoking grass.
Okay.
Well, a lot of us, we took garbage bags and rolled them up with grass, like regular grass, and thought we were smoking. Oh. That's probably why I never smoked.
Oh, my word. Okay.
but
that is not the same.
Right, and that's not the same. But that's why when I said the smoking side, because I could care less to smoke or drink. But at the same time, I think as long as people do things socially, then that's okay.
Okay.
But it's like that's just the real reality. So when I look at my outlet in life, when it comes to that aspect of it, fishing and golf is it. So the Twin Cities Golfers is a part of a crew that I'm a part of.
Twin Cities Golfers.
Twin Cities Golfers, and there's so many different black golf clubs here in the Twin Cities, including women. Okay. There's a B-Walk, which is Black Women on Course. Okay. They do a great job with teaching golf and the whole nine. Same thing with the Twin Cities Golfers, same with the Eagles, the Monitors. There's a whole list of people, the par 3 kings. They're all of color, and we have golf tournaments, and that's where John comes in at because he has a big tournament, and we all meet there, and we have a great time, and then I get to get on the ones and twos and do my thing.
Yeah. And what a beautiful event that was.
It's
that
amazing.
was my first time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, come next time. It's going to be different. Because it's always amazing when it comes to artists, it comes with performers, and when it comes with local artists and national. You're depending on how the mechanics of life within itself works.
Yes. No, that was a great event. Great turnout. Great day.
And then a lot of people try to figure out, and this is the funniest part, is that because I'm on a walker, because I'm 66 of age, my body done did a lot of different things, and it still continues to do, but they still can't figure out how they keep getting beat. And I keep telling them, all I got to do is take my turn.
Yeah.
And when I take my turn, I'm taking my swing.
Yeah.
And when I hit my swing, I'm on the fairway. And I learned that from Mr. Bob Shelton.
Okay.
He's one of the educators, but he's also a teacher of just life within itself. And there's certain people that I go and golf with that I just love being on the golf course with because of the conversation and the dialogue. So you learn and experience about life at the same time.
My gosh. Okay. So QBear, you've managed to like every single thing you like tie it back to community, right? Like golf, right?
Yeah,
that's part of it.
Right.
Yeah. The conversation that's being had while someone else is taking their turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You had mentioned to Nancy and myself, Nancy Corsa, shout out to her, if we wanted lessons to let you know.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I still stand on that.
Yeah. No, I know you do. I know you do.
Because the thing is once you learn to play and you learn to feel what it feels like to hit a golf ball and hit a true golf ball, and you hit a distance and it goes 3 times further than you normally thought it would, that's what gets you locked in.
Yeah.
And then once you get locked in and you're practicing on those shots, and then you start working on them, that's the best part of the game.
Yeah.
But the biggest part of the game is to be able to put the ball in the hole. Because a lot of people think that they what do they call it? They drive for dough, but they putt for show.
Okay.
And what that means is that a lot of people think if they hit the ball the furthest, that makes them better than somebody else. No, but if you can't put the ball in the hole, ain't no sense in going out there in the first place.
Yeah.
So there's a whole different parts of the game that you got to learn, and it also still applies to life.
Yes.
You got to learn certain things in order to do better, to be better, to get at it and be a lot better.
Yeah, you have to have patience, right? Like focus. Like it looks way easier than it really is. But you know what? I think I just might take you up on your offer.
I'm telling you, I got you covered.
Yeah.
It won't cost you a dime, just a little bit of time.
Just a little bit of time. I think I might, because then I might be like good, a little bit good before that next tournament. Who knows? We'll talk more about it offline.
Yeah.
But besides fishing and golfing, do you have other passions that you...
I just love fishing and golfing, sitting in the park, grilling. I got nephews and nieces and cousins and everybody. We have grilling battles.
Okay, tell me about that.
It's like Tim Brewer. He puts together a whole big event for a family event, and it happens usually around the latter part of June or July. And then what happens is we all get together. There's like about 5 big pits, and everybody's grilling. Everybody's having a good time. I got at least 7 different DJs in my family that DJ.
Okay.
So we have a battle of the DJs.
Oh, wow.
And so it's an all-day affair. And it usually happens around Father's Day, around that weekend.
Okay. And just before your birthday.
Yeah, exactly. So I get to celebrate twice in the same month.
Yeah.
But that's really what happens, and that's really how family gets together. And then a lot of times we always wait till funerals and those kind of things take place in order to get together. That's not a get together.
Yeah.
That's a gathering to deal with some things.
Yeah.
But when you actually say, well, hey, I'll make a phone call and I say, hey, we're going to be over at Theodore Worth Park. Or I say we're going to be at Glenwood.
Yeah.
So they know where to go to.
Yes.
And we meet over there and we got the grills going. Some of them will get there early. Some of them set up the tents. But then you always have somebody that got to have that music. And the musical flavor sets the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like to grill?
I love everything.
Yeah, what's your favorite though?
My favorite is hot links. I mean, just for me.
Yeah.
I like hot links, but I like them burnt.
Okay.
So I'll slice them down the
char.
middle. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because some people think burnt means Cajun.
Yeah.
No, that is not.
No,
it. That is not it.
That's not right. No.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's because of my nephews, Lamar and Ronell. They are like cooking geniuses. I would never tell them that they cook better than I do on the grill. But can they?
You kind of just did though.
No, I can say it to I can say it now.
Oh, okay.
But I can't say it to them.
Oh, in person, you're saying.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Because now their head done got swollen, and then that gives me open room to work on their game.
Okay. Well, then hopefully they don't see this then, right?
No, they're gonna see it because I'm gonna show tell them. But that's really what it is.
Yeah.
But it's like also I love playing cards.
Okay.
Spades, dominoes, all of that, because when you bowl, and back in the day I used to bowl with the Twin Cities golfers. Okay. And or the Twin Cities bowlers. And so when we went from state to state and went in different tournaments and all of that, the radio station, we just did a Martin Luther King bowling for Martin Luther King Day, and it was called the Soul Bowl.
Where was that at?
It was at Bolero's on 74th and Brooklyn Boulevard.
Oh, in Brooklyn Park. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we had the big bowling thing going on, full house.
Nice.
And then what I realized is that all of the team that won, this was their third time winning back to back to back for the overall score. But I bowled with every last one of them throughout the years of bowling.
Wow.
Now, I can teach you how to bowl.
Okay.
I can show you how to read the lanes.
Okay.
But then at the same time, the only way you get better is by practice.
Yep.
So you got to show up and bring your game and your attitude and your open willingness to learn in order to advance in it.
Well, you know what? Someone had told me, jumping back for a second to, I don't know how I feel about the bowling thing. The golf thing, I'm intrigued. But somebody had told me for the golf course that like a lot of business is done on the golf course.
Oh,
right? Deals are made on the golf course. So that really intrigues me, especially since I'm a businesswoman, right?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I think I'll take you up on your offer there. But like I said, we'll talk more about that offline. Gosh, there was another question I was going to ask you about that. Okay, you said bowling, and then what else? There was something else you had mentioned.
The besides bowling cards, like spades and dominoes.
Yes. Are you competitive, sir?
I'm enough competitive to where if I know how to count and I know you're trying to cheat me, it's not going to work.
Is that as it pertains to dominoes or what?
Either or.
Oh, okay.
Because you can show me a deck of cards and you can show me your hand.
Yeah.
I can tell you pretty much how many books you're going to get before you get them.
If I show you my hand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then if you want to bluff me and tell me what you got in your hand,
yeah,
and then we start playing cards, a lot of people can count cards for real.
I know that that's a thing for sure. Okay, I'm intrigued again. Okay. I'm not good at spades. Okay. Newsflash, everybody. Not good at spades.
Let me tell you how you get, that's how I learned to play from bowling.
Okay.
Because we used to do trips and travel on buses going to different states. And so then that was a game. You either learn how to play spades or dominoes.
Okay.
You need to know how to play them because that's what they did.
Yeah.
And then I found out that it's like after hours, they was having after hours playing.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, I'm finna go to bed. I got to bowl in the morning.
Yeah. They were serious about it.
Oh, man.
Okay, maybe you can give me like a couple tips on spades.
On spades?
Yeah.
All you got to do is just count your books.
I know, but I'm not good at it.
I got you covered.
Okay. All right. Okay, we got golf coming up. We got spades. What else we got going on? Tell me about, with our time left, right? This goes really fast, by the way. Tell me about, did I ask you, no, I didn't ask you this. Do you have siblings?
I got 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
Where do you fall birth order?
I'm in the top middle. And this is the other thing about family. Because I am my father's first son.
Okay.
So that's where the Banks
Junior
lineup comes in at.
Yeah.
But my father's middle name was Lee. My brother Curtis, his middle name is Lee. My middle name is Junior. So that's that down south. My father's from Texarkana, Texas.
Okay.
My mother's from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Okay.
And so that southern side of that name and names and in-betweens and all of that,
sure,
that's where that falls from. But then I have an older brother and an older sister. And my older brother, he passed, and my older sister passed. But that's Margaret and that's Paul.
Okay.
And then just under me, my younger brother, Lonnie, that was just under me, he passed. But then my youngest brother, Curtis, and my baby sister, Anita, they're still here.
Okay.
So it's the 3 of us now from our intermediate family that exists.
Okay.
And so in the middle of all of that, most people that grew up in Minneapolis really didn't know who my real family was because everybody that's almost from the north side of Minneapolis, I'm almost really related to.
Yeah.
Because of the southern side of Arkansas and Texas. And so there's a big family that elevates between that side of it.
Yeah.
But the thing on the family side is that even though my father had my stepbrother and stepsister, as some people call it, he never seen them as that. We all, if you were under the same roof, you grew up by the same rule, and everybody was the same.
Sure.
And so when you talk about family and that whole side of it, my mother and my father is the 2 best people I've ever met in my entire life.
What a wonderful sentiment. Yeah. Oh, what makes you emotional about that?
It's just when you know how things happen and how things take place, and you know how things were and how they are today, you start making adjustments to a thing called life.
Right.
And you look at a lot of different things, and that's why I really don't take anything for granted.
No.
I appreciate people that's around me, whether you like me or dislike me. Because there's somebody out there that don't like me for whatever reason.
Who is that?
Somebody else. I can tell you, and it's mostly guys.
Oh.
And it's mostly guys because they girls like me.
Oh, okay.
That ain't my problem.
Okay.
You need to talk to your girl.
Okay.
But that's really that side of it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not mad at nobody about nothing. All I want us all to do is just live and live the best life that we can, and help somebody else out in the process of that.
Yeah.
That's what it's really about. Because if you don't take time to help somebody else out, what's your purpose?
Yeah, that goes back to purpose. Yeah.
What's your purpose?
And you know yours.
So you asked me the question about purpose?
Yeah.
That is my purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
Is to help somebody else.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, in the process for me, I need assistance and help as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of people don't know it, but I just got out of the hospital.
Oh.
And for Christmas, I went in the hospital for Christmas. And I came out New Year's Eve. So all of those little holidays and everything, everybody went, nobody seen me nowhere. But some people knew that I was there. And then my sister and them, they had to put people at the security side because everybody was trying to come visit. They found out. But you can't be in the ICU and have visitors. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
And then you can't have a whole lot of people. So, my thing is I took time. So when I did the event for Kevin Johnson, that was my first time really being out and DJing, and a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
But to see and receive the love that they showed and spread is amazing. But then also to have people that sometimes you try to figure out whether they like you or dislike you, but they pray for you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And all of those different things happen. And you never know what one's life is like until you walk their steps.
Yes.
I wear size 16 shoes. Not everybody can get in them.
Yeah.
They can get in them with their shoes on.
Right.
But you can't fit them.
Yeah. You can't.
But everybody's shoe size is different. Everybody's walk is different. And everybody that smiles does not mean that they're necessarily smiling. But if you take time to get to know what's really going on, then you can help each other to get better. Because it's really about us getting better. And I'm talking about all of us. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what nationality. None of that.
Yeah.
If you having a bad day and I can help you out, I'm looking to help you out.
That's really the message we need right now.
Yeah.
Really and truly.
Oh, because we got so much going on this planet Earth.
Yeah.
To where when they talk about trying to send you to Mars and they trying to send all this other stuff up there, why do you think they trying to go to all these places? They want to get away from the nonsense that they already know is coming around the corner.
Yeah, there's
a lot to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it.
Final question for you. Legacy.
Yes.
What would you suppose your legacy will be?
That part I really don't know. And the reason why I say that is because I never really thought about that. I never really thought, what am I going to leave? I mean, one thing that when it comes to the radio side, is being the broadcaster, Minnesota Broadcasters Hall of Fame. Okay. That is the highest mark on radio you can get when it comes to awards and presentations. And I've done that. Yeah. And so I appreciate the fact of it, but I still have not fully understand the full marks of it because of the simple fact that it comes up with more stuff on a consistent basis every time somebody knows that you're a Hall of Famer in something. Yeah. But that would probably stand out in front. Yeah. But the biggest part that I want to leave is that I love you and you love me back. And
I do love you.
And I know it. I know it. And the thing is that false for everybody that's listening. Yeah. I love you. And when I say that 4-letter word, I really mean it for real. It's not one of those words you just toss and throw it in the air and see how it drops, because hearts is broken on a consistent basis. But if you have genuinely love for somebody, and it doesn't have to be physical. Yeah. Because it's an internal kind of thing. Yeah. That's what makes a difference. Absolutely. And all my brothers and all my sisters, all my cousins, all those friends that I know from one side to the other, I could tell you stories about people that live in St. Paul and south side of Minneapolis that have done so many different things for me that's untold.
I know you have stories for days.
You know,
I know you have stories for days.
And vice versa, because of the simple fact I can mention basketball players' names and just people in general that are people that we see as common people.
Yeah.
But their spirit is good.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a difference.
Yeah.
If your spirit is good, you can walk in, through, and out of anything that exists. And the thing is we sometimes put people in boxes. And when you leave, the only thing that I always try to explain to people is when you look at if you go to a cemetery, you look at the stone, it'll have a number on the day you were born.
Right.
It'll have a number on the day you pass.
Right.
There's a line that goes in between the middle. That's your lifespan.
Right.
What did you do while it was moving? That's that whole thing right there.
Yeah.
That you do in life makes a difference.
Yes.
Because your beginning, you were born. And then when you pass on, you can't take none of it with you.
Right.
But what did you do while you were here?
Yeah. Whose life did you change? How did you impact people?
You got to be a blessing to somebody.
Yes. What a beautiful message to end on. Thank you so, so, so much. Okay, keep it together. I'm not going to cry. You're trying to make me cry.
It's my pleasure to be here, and I really appreciate you, and I thank you for the time and the opportunity, and many blessings to the station here as well.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to know more about your story. That's why I kept bugging you every time I saw you, like, I want to interview you. So thank you for sharing so much of yourself and being an open book on Open Book. So I thank you. I appreciate you. Next week, my guest is Tito Wilson. Tune in for that. Tito Wilson of Wilson's Image and many other things also on the North Side, in the North Side community. This has been my absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching, listening, being a part of Open Book with Nyia Harris. This platform has just been so amazing. Episode 34 you are, QBear. You're episode 34. I love tapping in and just learning a little bit more about each and every person who comes on this show. So I appreciate you being here. And everybody, be good to each other. We got a lot going on. Be good to each other. And I want you to listen with intent. Thank you.